grow flesh. Yes, that appears to be the case. Can I hit you? Or are you invulnerable? Blood barrier. At the beginning of each turn, this creature gains a bonus to armor equal to the number of creatures suffering bleeding. This creature also regains 10% of max wounds per number of creatures suffering from bleeding. Not invulnerable. She can hit it, but she has to go up the stairs to do so.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Try to die with grace, at least. I'm afraid not.
Alright, that one's done. How can Cassie attack more than once? The ability over here, the heroic ability, as far as I'm concerned, the best one in the game is the one for an officer that lets a target attack as many times as they have action points for. And I used it on Cass, and so she got to attack like 7 or 8 times in one turn, and she just basically clears everything. You already filled your momentum again? Yeah. Like I said, it's pretty crazy.
Bad, I'm still standing.
What?
Someone else can
All right.
do this.
This can't be over. Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Give him another turn. Can I not? Oh, I guess because he's like such a big unit, he can't move over there. Alright.
See how you succeed! You've unleashed my fury. My hand is thunder! My strike is ruin! I will carve ruins out of your bow. In battle! Oceans bleed!
A wicked thought. A genius at work.
So die in disgrace!
Can you hit that from here?
Wolf's reign!
Alright, that's one down.
Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks! See how the wolf succeeds! I hunger for battle.
Did that get destroyed?
Wolf's reign!
There we go. Now it's gone.
Isn't he such a...
I think she cannot use her mental or psychic attack on that container, which makes sense.
The scriptural is favorable. What a pitiful sight.
It will be reduced to dust. I'm not interested.
Oh, it's just gonna say we won. There was still tanks alive, but it's just saying we won. Okay.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
But yeah, the officer class,
This
the main thing, this right here, bring it down.
is
It gives,
my
you give 2 AP to
playground.
someone else, and they can attack again. So I have 2 officers, and well, 3 counting Cass, but Cass can't use that on herself. But I have 2 officers plus Cass. So every round,
Patience.
I can have my
My
strongest
nerves are
CPS shoot
frayed.
3 times. And then also when the heroic comes up, they can have her shoot like 8 more times. And usually, by the time she's done with those 8 attacks, the momentum's full again, and then the other officer can give her like 8 more attacks, and it's over. And we're playing on hard mode, too. Damaged data slate. There's a dent on the data slate screen, covered in flickering colored stripes. The readable parts are twitchy and contain repetitions. Murrah's prior studies pursued the goal of breaking new ground and recreating and reviving the specimen in the event of its death. The above-mentioned experiment laid the groundwork for modernizing and accelerating the recreation of a living organism from a minuscule sample of bone or living tissue. Every variety of living organism has been observed to release a number of chemicals at the moment of death that enable the creation of an entirely identical clone with intact memories of its prior life up to and including the moment of death, most vividly detailed as to both physical sensations and emotional distress. As mentioned before, even a tiny modicum of bone or muscle tissue is sufficient for reviving or creating an organism in an adequate lab setup. Bear in mind that work on creating the new body must begin before the 3rd stage of decomposition is set in. So this is what he did to himself. Somehow.
There will be no peace in my
Arc
way.
Machinator's Deceit. Whenever the wearer uses an attack that's of a different type than the previous attack, they gain momentum equal to resolve. That would be good on an Arch Militant. White Signet of Inquisition. Gains plus 15... Oh, no, wait. That's what I already have equipped. The right thing is the new thing. Blood Barrier Emitter. At the start of the turn, the wearer recovers wounds equal to the number of bleeding creatures. If at least one wound is recovered that way, a fresh injury is removed as well. Homunculus' Injector restores wounds, removes bleeding, burning, toxin, and melting, heals 1 trauma and all injuries without skill tests. Reinforced Cabalite Armor, 40% dodge, base armor, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Alright. I was trying to level up. The space around the hole is littered with lumps of broken concrete. A small wind gets into the room through the ugly hole in the ceiling, stirring up whirlwinds of stone dust at your feet. The hole in the lab's vaulted ceiling and the hollow underneath points you to the obvious. Something broke into this room, ripped out a piece of the lab, and dragged it outside. You are for now mystified as to what that something was. Awareness. Through the piled up rocks, dirt, and thick dust, you're able to make out parts of fixtures that were ripped out of their sockets and thrown to the floor. Parts like these are used for fastening industrial girders in place at large manufactorums around the Empire. Demolition. You study the edges of the breach carefully, reflect for a few minutes, and conclude the hole in the lab ceiling was blown by several powerful directed explosions. After more time, you note the characteristic marks on the debris in the walls. The ceiling was breached with melta charges. Address your companions. What do you think about all this? The Seneschal looks around frowning. I don't understand. The Drakari machinery and their toys seem out of place within these walls. Nay, they seem positively alien. These walls, why, this is the standard architecture of an Imperium bunker. Why would the Xenos conduct their business in a place like this? This world belongs to House Winterscale, but I refuse to believe His Lordship Caligos would ever collaborate with Xenos. Dark red and brownish green would envelop his figure every time the subject of hunting the enemies of humanity was brought up. He despised them, hated them. That's it. The broken stairs end at the empty spot where all that's left is the shattered floor and a small hollow. Okay. Alright. Level up. Oh, it's one of the fun levels. How about that? What do we got? Hmm. Looking at my options. So I kind of got all the officer skills I want. I've got all the biomancy skills I want. Wondering what things I get. Like, I've already got someone for Sanctic. I'm wondering if it would be worth getting telepathy or divination, but I don't remember what those get. on. I'm gonna hit quick save here. How old is Chip? 5? He's 5. Let's see. Is persuasion an option? Yes. So if I do that and get telepathy, what does that give me? Psychic Shriek. Do damage to the target. Okay, no, I don't need that. Alright, reload to a minute ago. He is, yeah, we got him around Christmas time, roughly 5 years ago. And he was very, very young at that time. Let's try divination. And persuasion.
The stars.
And that gives us forewarning. Increase the target dodge and parry by 15% till the end of combat.
Oh,
that's not bad.
My brush.
More buffs. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep that. Her turn. She gets to pick something new. Let's see. Mend Reality decreases Veil Degradation. All allies gain plus willpower bonus deflection against warp damage and damage from psychic power still next turn. Glimpse Fate. Target gains bonus hit chance on their next attack. Dodge on next dodge. Resistance next resist. Show the path. Can only target allies that have a melee weapon in one of their weapon sets. The target immediately gains additional turn during which they gain the ability to use charge. Allows the target ally to dash in a straight line for 6 cells. If they collide with a creature during that movement, they attack that creature, even if it's an ally. Lol. What is Vigil Beyond Time? The first use on any target marks it with the under the Navigator's Watch effect. Targets must pass a willpower resistance test to avoid this. The second use returns the target to the position where it was during the first use and restores its wounds to the state they were. Oh, it's the Chronomancer thing. Scourge of the Red Tide. 3x3 zone. Every enemy that enters it or begins a turn in it suffers from damage. Okay. Waking Nightmare. All enemies within a 4-cell radius suffer penalty to willpower and toughness till the end of combat. Warp Curse Unleashed. All incoming warp damage is increased. At the start of their turn, the enemy close to them also becomes cursed. Point of Curiosity. All enemies in a 6-cell radius around the target point must pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move 3 cells for the target. Spot of Apathy. Zone of Fear. These are all okay. I don't know that there's any of these I, like, love. I'm wondering if Scourge of the Red Tide counts as an attack. Like, if you use it, does it, take away your attack for that turn? Warp Curse Unleashed, I guess. Make an enemy take more warp damage till the end of combat. Could use it on, like, bosses. Awareness. Okay, his turn. Not many options left here. I don't want any of these. I guess I'll just pick one. I'm never gonna use it. Let's see. Awareness. Now this guy's the athletics guy. Get that. All right, Heinrich. Sword of. Do I want Sword of Faith? Do I care about it? Psychic power costs 50 momentum. Can only be used when momentum is 175 or higher. Until the end of combat, the weapon in the Psyker's hand is replaced by a sword made of will. This sword has a single target attack and an area attack. Damage to the sword is the same as that of Purged Soul. If the Psyker uses a force weapon, all the bonuses from that force weapon remain. No, I don't want her to have that. I don't care. She's kind of got everything she needs here. I guess pyromancy, just it's whatever I pick there, she's not gonna use it much. Lore Imperium. Alright, Pascal. I mean, this is all like, you know, oh, make your next hit just a little bit better. But yeah, it's not cast, though. Cast is going to be 10 doing 10 times the damage, so I don't care. Whatever. Tech use. That's his job. Okay. Let's see. Entrench. Make sure attack by the soldier does additional damage. Dash. Dash. I had dash on Argenta and it was really good. Cannot pick up demolition. Guess athletics would be the next thing. Alright. Do that. Okay, I think we're done here.
Oh, one step at a time amidst the madness.
Can I go up that ladder? I guess not. What if I can call that elevator now that wasn't working earlier? Wait, I think I passed it already. Let's check. Activate the elevator. Nope, still doesn't work. So that was not connected to the boss.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
So there's still this room up here that has like a book in there and stuff.
I promised that despicable butcher Tarvantius that I would watch him die. And I kept my promise. Oh, blast it all. I also swore to piss on his corpse.
I am proud.
He's like, oh, dang it, I forgot to pee on his corpse.
Does not let old grudges go unanswered. Let every Xenos know that a crime against the rogue trader will bring doom upon them.
I'm offering a hymn of homage to the Angel of the Emperor and the ancient ferocious machine spirit controlling his armor.
Pascal is kissing up to Ulfar's armor.
Seen many battles and bears many glorious scars. Hear the glorious verse of the time when...
The furnishings are clearly fitted for human comfort, but everything is covered in a thick layer of dust.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Wait, what? It says there's something... Oh, goods. There we go. Not sure how to get in there. Oh well. Alright, well, we found that guy.
Yes, indeed.
We've cleaned up Caligos's planet that he let get so very, very messy. What's next? Alright, now it just says wait on Calcazar's summons. This is the quest that's... I cannot do this. This is for Jay. Jay never joined my team. This is a bug. Every vassal world is a treasure. It's a vassal prudence to make the greater results. Contracts. What's going on here? Nothing much. Can't do that quest anymore. Forgotten Twins. I don't know what to do there. All right. Return to Dargonis to sort of, yeah, I can't do that. All right, where's this stuff? Your presence is required at various planets. Okay. Shrine. It gives a bunch of good stuff. Blocks the building in Jerusalem footsteps. Okay. Shrine worlds are treasures of the Imperium, spiritual gems shining in the darkness. For Foulstone to become a shrine world will require an ocean's worth of thrones and bribes to greedy ecclesiarchy officials, as well as mountains of extremely rare materials to erect cathedrals worthy of the status. However, succeeding will give House von Valancia's prestige and the Order of the Hammer's eternal gratitude. Gain the Hammer of Epiphany. Profit factor, complacency, security, and efficiency. Sure. Alright. Let's see. Janus. Anything new here? Science of Virtue. Blocks Rose of Zamarkand. Efficiency goes down. Alright, Dargonus. Completed Praising the Muses. Let's see. Holy Prophet. Due date for tithe approaches. And by using corrupted schematics, it's possible to keep Psychers and the gold. Profit factor. Sounds like we are wheeling and dealing. Completed Pure Blood. What we got? Penal Battalion. An entire planetary regiment of martyr guardsmen. A gift from the rogue trader to the Coronis Expanse in its darkest hour. Captive Xenos. Extract him. The open mining pit of trans-uranium will be a blow to Phoebo 6 population, but bring enormous profit. So I have 35 people. And I do this, and then I get more Promethium. Okay, so... let's go back to the world map. I'm guessing the next time I do a warp jump, it's going to pop up with the call from Calcazar now that I finished the Winter Scale thing, but we'll see. Lord Captain, the astropaths are reporting a new message. It says Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is sending his regards to your lordship and is hoping to meet you in his palace at Footfall at your earliest convenience. Then let us set course for Footfall. This must be very important. As you wish, Lord Captain. I like how she doesn't set course for Footfall. Awesome. Oh, which of these places has Footfall? It's around here somewhere. Is this it? That's it. It's right there. Okay. A duty officer reported an incident in the shuttle repair bay. A security team was dispatched in response to a distress signal, but when they arrived, they discovered that the shuttle repair crew had doubled in number. Somehow, every crew member now had an identical twin, but each assured the officers that they were the real one. The officers immediately opened fire, killing everyone in the bay. The duty officer awarded the squad a commendation for their vigilance and efficiency. Dude, I thought they were gonna be like, hey, free workers. But no, they're like, oh god, freaking kill everything. There was a commotion on the lower decks. The chief mutant hunter, who was responsible for eliminating heresy in the hold of the void ship, went mad due to the perilous influence of the warp. The officer climbed the parapet above the central accelerator complex and threatened to jump unless the entire crew immediately submitted to a rigorous examination to uncover physical deformities and unholy perversions. After calculating the time and financial cost of the inspection of thousands upon thousands of crew members and consulting the tech priest about the danger of foreign materials getting into the intake of the accelerator complex, the deranged mutant hunter was graciously allowed to proceed with ending his life in the desired manner. They're like, man, that would be really expensive. Why don't you just go ahead and jump? Do a flip. Alright, Footfall. Footfall. Liege's Residence. To people that don't know, there's a Metroidvania Prince of Persia game coming in the 18th, and the demo is out for anyone that wants to try it. I remember when Prince of Persia came out. I didn't have consoles, so I never played it. But I do remember it. It looked cool. Oh, my tower. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Hi, banana. Oh, Christian C. Sorry, I just saw your question. This is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Sorry, a little late getting to that.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Is this the right place?
What
This looks weird.
lies beyond?
Oh yeah, this is the right place. I recognize it now. The Lord Inquisitor is engrossed in studying star system charts and reports which are amassed on the desk like the ridges of a formidable mountain range. There are shadows beneath his eyes which are ruthlessly dissecting the latest report, and his skin seems stretched taut over the bones of his skull. Without turning his head to you, Calcazar says wearily, "Greetings, your lordship. Your timing is impeccable." An aged servant with the bearing of a veteran approaches the two of you. In a precise movement, he replaces the untouched cup of cold recaf in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one slightly steaming. The warrior of Fenris folds his arms and on a ceramite-plated chest regally and says in a dour voice, "Greetings, Inquisitor. You and I need to talk." Calcazar bows respectfully. "Glory to the Emperor's angels of Fenris. Your words will be heeded, my lord." I am told you have business with me. I value your directness. It will save us much time. Yes, there is something you must do. It is time for you to play your part to save Coronis Expanse. I would not disturb your esteemed personage with anything less. Lady Navigator Cassia Tisifia Evriala. Wow, she has a long name. The Lord Inquisitor's lips curve into a thin smile as he catches a glimpse of scarlet eyes. I hear that House Orselio is going through a difficult time. Change is coming. I sincerely hope it is for the better. Your colors, Lord Inquisitor, are as rich as they are multifaceted. I've never encountered anything like it before. Unclouded hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony. Amazing and frightening. Cassia raises her chin and nods demurely. That a man of such status and talents has taken an interest in the well-being of Navis Nobilite House is a great honor. I escaped from Kamarog, where I was held captive by Xenos. Why am I suddenly announcing this? Am I just bragging? The Inquisitor raises an eyebrow, impressed. You escaped from the Dark City, a feat that few have accomplished. I congratulate you on an exceptional performance, and I won't even mar your triumph by telling you that the Inquisition will, of course, be watching you very closely henceforth. I sincerely hope that your grand escape was not part of the Xenos' devious machinations. You wish to speak to the Lord Inquisitor, Ulfar? Indeed. You petitioned our aid in fighting Xenos. We spilt much alien blood, but the wind of battle carried me far, and I lost contact with my pack. Do you know where I can seek out my brothers, the Baleful Howl? I am afraid not. According to the information in my possession, they withdrew from the battle raging in the Expanse. The Lord Inquisitor's deferential tone now carries a dry edge. You lie. The Baleful Howl never run from battle. Ulfar's reply to the outrageous claim is surprisingly calm. Only the frosty chill of death, born of his voice and carried across the room, makes everyone's hair stand on end. What do you mean by withdrew? Contrary to my request to continue hunting the Xenos, they embarked on an expedition whose objective is unknown to me. There has been no word of them since. Sounds suspicious. This is not how we wolves conduct ourselves. I can tell you no more. As you well know, your pack preferred not to report their plans and intentions to me. Albeit no match for Ulfar's tongue of ice, the coldness in Calcazar's voice too could freeze an entire world. Why do you think they diverted their attention? I presume it was in search for brother Ulfar. It is common knowledge how deeply Space Wolves value the ties of brotherhood, far more deeply than the ties that bind them to other subjects of the Emperor. Is there any way you can help find them? No, but I believe I know someone who's better informed, and I will name that person as soon as we finally start